the best sedan in North America? Subscribe. YouTube. First vid with the new mic outside of the unboxing video we did. I feel like it should be like a little bit closer. I don't know. I'm still getting used to it. We are playing a game I'm very excited to play right now. It is called GearCity. Do you find tycoon games too simplistic? GearCity is a complex and in-depth business simulator. It focuses on a realistic economic simulation of the global automobile industry. The game takes several hours to grasp and hundreds of hours to master. Can you succeed where many other CEOs have failed? Man. What makes this game even crazier is you can start in any time period from the 1900s to today. So this game is interesting. I have 78 hours on it right now, and in those 78 hours I have played on easy. And then I leveled it up. I finally was like, okay, easy's too easy. Let's go to normal. I like the thought process of normal. If you can get good at normal, then you're good at the game, technically. Sold 100,000 units in a year. So I've made it to a point where I'm okay. I want to be bigger than Ferrari. I want to be bigger than all those people. New game. All right, we're gonna go to the 1930s. So 1900s, everything that you read about this game, this is hard. Like, going to the 1900s is hard. So 1930 is kind of when, you know, there were probably some established cars on the market, but there wasn't anyone that was taking over the world in car manufacturing around this time. So it's kind of like the good time to establish a company or a brand. So the only setting I'm gonna say is no starting factory or branch. I want to be able to select where we are going to be at. If we want to compete with Ferrari, you know, I'm gonna be making sports cars. I'm making sports cars in the 1930s. But the only thing about the US is labor is expensive. So 74, let's just say 74 is the average labor. So we already know, just going over across the water, we already, look, in Spain, we already $30 cheaper. And you feel me? I feel like that's where a lot of the fancy cars is at. You feel me? So, hey, man, I might mess around in Spain for a little bit. Barcelona? Mr. Childish in this universe of the Childish Car Company. Go ahead and open that newspaper up, man. New company founded. A group of entrepreneurs founded a new auto manufacturer. They call this new company Childish. They enter a growing market for vehicles. When asked what separates Childish from other manufacturers, the new CEO, Mr. Childish, said, "We'll bring innovative solutions to what ails other marquees." Man, let's freaking go. So like I said, we don't have to worry about, since we didn't start with a factory or you know, where to sell cars at, we ain't got to worry about that right now. The only thing we got to worry about is heading to my car, guys. You feel me? So I got to design my chassis. So you only got to design 3 parts. You got to design a chassis, an engine, and a gearbox, and then you can design your vehicle. So we're just going to do the chassis. You can do advanced or assisted. I've played around with advanced, but I feel like even in this video alone, we might test out advanced a little bit more. That's how you can really, just how much torque and a bunch of crazy car stuff I'm just now learning in my 70 hours of playing this game. But I'm telling you guys, this game is fun. There's so much to unpack in this game. So actually, before we do this, let's do some research. Europe, luxury sedan sports cars at a 6.9%, but it's way higher than North America. So that's a good thing. Oh wow, there's only one car maker here. Of course he's selling a sports car. What about in Barcelona? Is there any competition in Barcelona? That same guy, Espanol Sizer, and he's selling it for $778. Woo! So yeah, we have to make this as cheap as possible then. So the chassis I'm looking at, I could estimated material cost $70. I'm gonna call it the CS1 chassis, man. What I like about this game, like I said, you don't have to be a huge car person I like cars, but I don't know a lot that goes under the hood. Okay, I know we need 3 parts, chassis, we just did that. So the engine, you can actually select your chassis that you built, and it will make sure your engine can fit that. So right now I'm looking at horsepower right now. We want as much horsepower as you can give us. So it looks like around 59 horsepower. Keep it as cheap as possible. I want some. You hit that gas. We in the 1930s. You hit that gas, I want you to go flying. So this is a childish V4. And then we'll say S, since you know we doing sports cars, but that's a V4. This is my first engine, man. This is the first engine I'm designing, man. Where were we at with that? Oh, $68. Okay, we're at $68 per chassis. That's fine. That's fine. So then design, gearbox, assisted. We're gonna do the same thing. We're trying to make a sports car here. I feel like we just need a lot of torque, right? Torque is important for vehicles who wish to move large amounts of weight or wish to accelerate faster. Assigning less focus on torque will make the gearbox better designed for fuel economy and top speed. This is the GC1. That's my gearbox. It's the first childish gearbox. In about 10 months, we will be able to make our car. So let's see. Top speed 143. Yeesh. Oh, we haven't made it to the end of the year yet, so the year awards haven't even came out yet. There's one company that is selling sports cars as we speak, Sizer. He sold 19 of them. So let's do assisted. We're trying to do a sports car. We got the CS1. We got the chassis in it. We got the CV4. We got the GC1. Let's design the body. We're going to do pre-designed. Building a car on here is like actually pretty hard. So I like clicking through these, just seeing which one's really speaking to me. I kind of like that. This is like the bigger version of that one. Yeah, let's go with this one. Let's do modify. You know we got to change the paint there. You know we got to change the paint real quick. Make that a little. Can we do the red interior? Oh, it changed the color of my whole whip. Our overall is low. Our cost is getting up there. This is our first car, so if we can sell any of these things, that's a good day. But our cost is already up there at $600, and it's gonna cost us $658 to make each one of these. Top speed 111 though. In the 1930s. Harmony, that kind of sounds cool. Red Panda. Ooh, lead. The childish lead. All right, 8 months. Nice. Okay, before we simulate, let's see. How much would it be to build a factory in Barcelona? Finish date 1931. So it'll take us about 9 months to build the factory. So let's just go ahead and do it. We already know we're not going to be selling a lot of these, man. We're going to be making probably one of the most expensive cars on the market right now. So we have to keep that cost very, very low. Let's actually look at that real quick. Yo, Sizer is selling a car for $2,600 in the 1930s. Oh, okay. This is definitely the more established company here. Jesus. Hey man, maybe their sports car isn't as good as ours, man, but let's do it. So it'll cost us about $1 million to go ahead and put this up. That's fine. Childish is getting started in Barcelona, so let's go ahead and simulate 8 months. I want to see what cars he's focusing on right now, because maybe that still gives us room to mess with our price a little bit. I think it's done. I just want to look at it. The 1931 childish lead, a 3-speed manual with 105 horsepower, with 15 miles per gallon, with a top speed of 111 miles per hour. That thing looks nice. Where are we at? Oh my god, 105 horsepower compared to 36. Oh, we're way better on miles per gallon in gas. We are double the speed. Oh my gosh. He just had, for some reason, dependability. He's killing us in dependability. We are technically, in terms of a sports car, we are the best on the market, I would say. Hey, it's a new childish. Who wants to test it? Was what our boss said. None of the reviewers jumped on the ball, as we're all fans of the Germoon in the sports segment. I don't know what that is. I was giddy when I heard we were testing childish lead on the track. This thing is fast. How fast? Notice there are no pictures on this page. That fast. You shouldn't have to do a 4-point turn just to make a turn onto a side street. It makes you think the engineers at Childish ever driven a vehicle, or if they're just morons. So we got to improve the handling then. We have a very fast vehicle right now, and that might go against us. Let's check contracts. So contracts are an interesting part of this game where I can develop something like a chassis, an engine, a car that some company, some organization might buy it. So as you can see, there's a lot of racing leagues on here. Like we're missing the horsepower right now. What about here? Yeah, horsepower is the only thing we're really missing. So for the next one, if we can increase the horsepower and if we can make the handling better, we are already pushing to be one of the best European sports cars. And now let's set the price of our car. Should I do any marketing? Nah, not yet. We're still in the experimenting stage. So the game is recommending $1,400. Like I said, it's costing us $658 to make this car right now. At $1,400, we have 83 maximum customers. Let's do $1,200. So there are some gearboxes that are on the market right now. Oh, we're not far off for torque for the GearCity Cup. 400,000 to do this. I say this is most likely our newest gearboxes. So that's the gearbox childish too. 2,300 per unit. They require 95 units in a month. 2,300 times 95 is 218,000. So for us to probably have a better gearbox, I'm okay with that. All right, let's simulate a month. Okay. We sold 19. It's always a good feeling to sell your first your first cars. So we made, give or take, about $10,000 from our cars. It's not terrible, definitely not great. So right now, for the amount that we sold, for the factories, the branch, all the other staff stuff we had to pay for, it cost us $5,000 each car. So we need to sell a lot more of these. Now, from a quality standpoint, we need to make the Childish Lead just a better car. So I kind of want to just do this 9 months for this new gearbox, because I think that will probably be what we add to this car already. Like we'll probably just develop another car with this gearbox and see how much better quality wise that it does. And hopefully we do this in time. I didn't get to see when the contract ended. Hopefully we do this in time before the contract ends. The contract's gone. I should have looked at that. So now we have a gearbox that is in none of the vehicles. The overall is higher. But man, that's going to drive the price a ton. We're going to do a new trim. So we're not going to do a new generation. We're going to do a new trim. So it's still going to be called the Childish Lead, but it's going to have our new gearbox in it. Oh, I didn't even know, even in here, y'all, they have little things you can move. This is crazy. So it did not improve the overall at all. But man, there's so I didn't know we could go into each car model and also change like the quality of the seats and all that stuff. I'm relying on my team probably a little too much right now. Oh, this is my 1932. I didn't realize we're in 1932 now. Okay, I'll go with their recommendation. I'll just go a smooth 1,500. We are getting there now. This is the most cars we have ever sold. So with this sports car on the market right now, we have 1.4 ready to go. Look at that revenue. What is the highest demand here? What is the highest demand here? A sedan. I can make a sedan with the parts that we have. I can make a sedan. Oh, yes. Oh, the sports car competition is going crazy in Paris. Let's open up a branch here. $1,000, you feel me? It's not the greatest thing on the market, but it's $1,000, $300 more than the old Sizer show, man. You don't want that. 49. We sold 49 cars. These places that are just so close to us, we could have already had a branch at, with people making literally almost double the amount that people are making here. So that's an L on my side, man. And I mean, Barcelona, we still got it on wraps. I mean, I guess nobody really cares about cars, our types of cars here. So while we still have money, I think I'm going to take out a loan. think I'm gonna take out a loan. Thank you. Oh my God. And then we're gonna go public. We're gonna go public. So we sold 25% of our company for $800,000. So now we're at 2.3 million. With that 2.3, I'm gonna upgrade our engine. We know how good our engine is. Quality all the way up to a 33. Modify the GC, new generation, and replace. There are rumors that some remote foreign countries have purchased the Challenge League GC to use as sort of a torture device on criminals. I mean, the only thing we literally upgraded in it was the engine, so we are not going to last long. The only thing we have going for us right now, though, is that we do have a car that has a 35 rating to it right now, so I'm not that mad at that. Any contracts? Oh, the GearCity Cup. Oh, yes. Please. Please. 3,000 units. Please. Maybe that's where we start, is being able to sell parts or sell contracts. Like, what if I came out the gate making a really good part? Maybe we do start with a factory and a branch. All right, let's run it back. They kind of let you go pretty deep into debt. 300 grand in debt? Okay. Just so many different things to do to raise money. All right, we're gonna try one more time, and then we're gonna try to make the engine as small as possible. And then we have until the first, so we can lower that to lower how much we spend, because development affects how much it costs. So we have until the second that this contract is up, right? That's all of these, right? Yeah, as small as we possibly can. So 270 horsepower. We're at that 609 displacement. The only thing is that engine weight is really up there. So I'm just going to lower all of these down. It's going to be way more expensive, but all right. 12 months, a whole year. Engine for their airplane. All right. So many racing teams that need an engine. So I didn't realize that this is racing teams that need an engine. Gearbox. Yeah, we can't produce enough torque. Had to get a snack. Okay. I almost don't want to simulate too fast. Like, I almost want to go month to month to make sure we don't miss. See, we're gonna put that on auto produce. I ain't messing with them contracts. We just got 4 contracts right there. Bam. We missed one though. Forget y'all. Y'all don't know what a good engine is? We are about to sell our first engine. A $200,000 a month. That's amazing to have. Oh, we have the Austria Air Force bid coming up. So that could be interesting. We could be helping out the Austrian Air Force. I just got a Steam trophy. I think we got it. The Austrian Air Force contract. We must start shipping 98 per month for a total of 2,068 units. We're taking a loss. Oh, we probably should have charged way more. But it's about to be a new year too, so we're probably gonna get another engine contract. Just made 56 grand this month. So what's happening different this time is we actually have money to play with, but we also have a product that we're gonna be able to sell next year. We're already planning on selling engines again next year, but we're not gonna go fast. We're not gonna go super fast. Well, we can't go fast anyway because we want to see how many contracts we get next year. Hopefully we're not disappointed. I'm pretty disappointed, but we did get a race team. They're buying 28 of the CV6s. Whoa, wait, 1,100? Okay. That's great money then. Well, then now, see, we can compete. We can compete all over again. It's still one of the best engines on the market right now. I'll put those offers out again, and that way next year, only 2 teams this time, but I think those are the only 2 teams looking for an engine, though. They are. So we have a good amount of engines on that racetrack right now. I didn't think to put my 300,000 for the year. So there's gonna be teams in this race that have the exact same engine as us. Oh, this is just like F1. Okay. So then it shows what team's funding is. There's very low. There's an average in there right now. Wow. Just like that, we're in the GearCity Cup. Monthly racing report. Okay. 0 victories and 44 points. That sounds like a lot. Oh. We're in 3rd. And literally the race team that's buying from us is right ahead of us, Phaeton. All right, while we have the money, let's go ahead and go public. Yep. Because I want to see if it's worth it being in the race. $3 million to design a sedan. It's speaking to us here. Oh, let's do that one again. That one's good. Childish exit. That actually sounds fire. 16 months. Ooh. But I feel like we have to get this out like this year. A limousine fleet. I mean, we could probably build a limo. 5 months. Oof, our cash is running low. All right, 1 more month, we have the sedan. Now, we definitely need to put this somewhere. There's a lot of people that are ready to buy. Yeah, let's put one in New York. Let's put a branch in New York. And then Phaeton, they're in 3rd right now. We dropped completely. We're in 10th, which I'm not tripping about at all. We don't even have the money to even really compete in it. I just had a good engine and I thought would do well. Let's take out the loan. Let's improve the... Let's upgrade the engine. $232 cash flow off the strength of just being here. Cause I knew the sedan wasn't that great of a car. I just had some parts, you know what I mean? I felt like I could do something with it. There's 4 pages of sedans in Paris. That's crazy. The best sedan in North America? Nah. We have to open up another one here. Other big cities we got here. Yeah, let's open another one up in Boston. We just upgrade the chassis a bit. 300,000. I would need a loan, or I could do it for 200,000, and it still gets my overall pretty high. If we do replace the X with this, and then we'll see if our engine wins. If our engine doesn't win these contracts, we probably upgrade the engine again. We did get one. We have to get out of the race. Shut the team down. Shares. We need to sell more shares. Racing team almost buried us. So two teams already have our engine. So I'm already not that worried. Oh, and both of them, Diamond Racing is in 1st. Diamond Racing, 4 wins. So I literally have a top racing engine, and we're broke. Some national governments hosting our factories and branches have entered a military conflict. We have shut down our operations in the area, and sales have halted in the region. But it also reduces our image ratings. You cannot change your munitions manufacturing settings outside this action menu. If you produce munitions, you will lose the ability to manufacture war contracts at these factories. The option only works if our home country is at war. Producing munitions here will make us 180 grand per month. No munitions. So our country is at war. So I probably should have did that then. That's my only factory. I should have probably said, yeah, sure, whatever y'all need. Oh, I'm screwed. When would this be done? 5 months? We have to do it. We literally have to do it right now. All the money you can get me. 600K, sure. We gotta survive for 5 months. Let's just focus on selling one car at a time. Nah, there's no way I can make it through this. Best sedan, vehicle of the year, best sedan in the entire world. It's Malik Childish. Catch me on the next one. Two.